Yeah, good day, good evening, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Today, let's do descriptive statistics. Yeah, now that we know how to save our file after capturing our data, let's go straight to it. Let's go get it where you saved it. I saved it here as descriptive or whatever. Then now everything's loaded. Now, let's say I was trying to carry out a research, maybe on the effectiveness of a particular teaching methodology or teaching method. Maybe I had two groups. One of them was control group. Control group that I used. These are the guys who were not taught using technology. I also have experimental group, experiment group, mental experiment. Experiment group, experimental, yeah, experimental group, yeah. Then click anywhere there, click up there, then click over there. Everything is sorted. Good. Now these are marks, or these are sales over different departmental departments or departmental accounts, whatever the case might be. Or these are results across, these are performance in percentage across different departments, across different subjects. Yeah. So this is it. Now I want to describe this data. Then you click over there. Then you push your key variable into the variable window. There you go. We have the results already over there. But then I want this to split into categories, to split into groups, because this is the mean of overall marks, irrespective of where they are coming from. But let me split these things in terms of the groups. Once split into groups, now I have separate means for control and experiment group. I have different means averages for different subjects, for different departments, for different faculties, for different groupings of my choice. Good. Once I've done this, I can click here to add more statistics. Let's say I did not want mean, and check the mean and check the median. It will appear, or check all these measures of central tendency. They will all appear. But most importantly, in my case, what I like, in this particular case, I think the mean will answer my, address my problem. Good. I may also want to check if the marks for each group are actually normally where was I? Normality text. Let me check this test. Shapiro-Wilk or Velk test is one of the tests that can check whether the data follows a normal distribution or not. So I've checked him out, up, and then I can hide, and then I can go for plots. If I go for plots, I may check pie chart if I so like it. It should reflect here. I don't know why, but if I don't want a table, I can use the pie chart, but no problem. And if you want box and whisker plots, they are here. You can have them very nicely. Your 5-number summary is there across two groups. You can see immediately from here, if you're a maths teacher, you will immediately be in a position to understand and analyze this. All right, not interested for now. All I need is my descriptives. All right, and I'm interested in the mean, blah, blah, and the normality test. Perfect, this is it. And once I've done this, now I can just copy this, copy it, and then let me stop sharing. Let me go and share the main document on which I want to, the main document. That is the main document, the main document. Now, this is the main document now. I had done this previously. Let me remove that. Okay, let me go back and copy the results from my, what is that thing? My KSP. Good. I'm still sharing the document. Now paste it here. Now the document is pasted. Good. Now I can play around, let it look nice, looks nice. But I may want to center everybody here, center it. And then I may want to shrink it back, so take it back. I may want to check the spacing between the lines here. Click there. Everything, no zero spacing. Okay, this looks good. Now I may want to label that table as, let's say, is table the first one in chapter 4, or the first one in chapter 5. That's the first one in chapter 5. Good. This is the table and all is good. Perfect. Now it's time for reporting. And the most important thing in descriptive studies to report is your mean. It's your selected measure, central measure of tendency. And then you also have to report on the variation or variability, which is the standard deviation. Sometimes you can use variance. Good. And then the next is Shaprovic, but then we zoom straight into the p-value. When the p-value is non-significant, then it simply means the data actually follows, what is it? It follows normal distribution. The data is normal distributed. Perfect. And let's go report now. Let's go and report. What did I say? No, let's go and report. I want to show you how you report this. I've already done that to minimize the typing kind of things. So now here you are. Now you want to report on this particular table here. You now want to report for your professor to give you cum laude. Now, let's read through and see. The descriptive statistics for the control and experimental groups are shown in table 4.5.4. What am I saying? In 5.1, integrated. The descriptive statistics for the control and experimental groups, including the normality test results, are presented in table 5.1. The control group had a mean of. Now, you see how I report this. The control group had a mean of. You provide the mean and standard deviation immediately. That is the control group. The control group mean was this and standard deviation was that. So what you normally do, you keep this guy in italics. That is the sexiest way of reporting statistics in APA format. Keep that guy, those guys in italics. That is the mean. M stands for mean and SD stands for standard deviation. So you provide them. You see, the control group had a mean of, then you provide that. And with a Saproville test statistic of W equals that. You may put this in bracket nicely. Put this guy in bracket just to make things nice, and then italic that guy and italic that guy. Even if you don't do, but it is mostly encouraged that you do that to reflect in the APA formatting, indicating a non-significant departure from normality. Non-significant departure from normality. Then on the other hand, experimental group had these, So make sure that you do the same here. You are now reporting your statistics, with this guy. You may put bracket if you so like over there, and then italic this, all these guys. This is your Shaprovic test value as well as the p-value. Then it tells you indicating non-departure from normality. Now, this is it, and you may want to also to continue to compare the two groups. You see that experimental group actually had a higher mean value compared to the control group. Meaning, if you were implementing maybe a certain methodology over the experimental group, that methodology, that teaching method actually worked because it shifted your mean from 0.7 up to 2.3, which means whatever you did with the experimental group actually worked. if whatever you did to other departments in terms of marketing, in terms of social media, in terms of anything, making these, your brand, your services to be known, then the outcome was actually favorable. It resulted into a very significant shift from the mean of 0.75 to a 2.33, which means you did exceptionally well with whatever intervention that you had made. Perfect. Let me see if I can get the plot of this descriptive statistics from our JASP. Let me see if I can do that. Let me stop sharing here with this one. Let me share the JASP and see and take you through. Now here we are. I want descriptive plots. Descriptive plots. Descriptive plots. And see them where they are. I can't get them where they are here. Okay, let me leave them. I think you got the gist of what I wanted to give you. Thank you very much, guys. I've taken you through descriptive statistics and also how to report. Let me help you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night. Good